Good morning. This is Josh Hayes with Hedge Plus, and here's today's market monitor. My headline for today is yes, we can have a rally without a weather issue. Uh, July soybeans have had six straight positive closes right now. They're down overnight, but we'll see what happens today. But the point is that just the rally we saw in soybean oil, which was based upon the newfound hope of the 45Z credit being extended. Looks like Congress is aiming at extending it up to 5 years. Even though we have favorable weather in the upper plains in the Midwest, definitely in a lot of areas where we're growing soybeans, we still were able to rally, and that's due in part to policy. So we can have policy, we can have trade deals. Trump has pretty much basically until August to get something done with China to help with new crop this year. And but that just definitely does illustrate that the hope is there. In Brazil, their use of corn for ethanol is growing rapidly, and their Corn Growers Association head indicates that they're looking to double that soon. So it's not just the United States that's looking to expand its use of its grains for fuel. That's definitely picking up pace in South America. In fact, at a much greater pace than we are. They are setting their ethanol blend with gasoline levels higher than ours. We struggle to get ours approved for E15 year round, and I think if I'm not mistaken, in South America they're pushing E30 blend. So that will definitely make it harder for them to fill the demand of any country that would think about avoiding buying from the U.S. And it just kind of goes into the point that it's one giant pot that we're all contributing to, and the world needs all of it. So no matter who buys from who, it's going to get sold. So, and the notion that South America can just, pick up all of our demand is silly, especially when you think about the fact that they're not just selling all of their production as food. We are seeing a dip in ethanol. Thankfully, it has not affected the markets too much. Corn doesn't need anything to weigh on it any more than weather and the massive crop we intend to grow. But ethanol has dipped. Production has dipped to the lowest level in 53 weeks. That is somewhat seasonal, although we're running short on time as far as to be able to continue to blame it on a seasonal pattern, because we should be starting to ramp up for the summer driving season now. Have to hope that this was the low for the year. This is the time of year that does happen, but we can't have this continue to go on. But no doubt, the fact that oil prices are very low is contributing to the lower demand for ethanol gas. Do note that I do believe that the reason oil is so low is mostly in part to policy, and I think Trump played a big role in that in talking to other countries, other oil producing nations. He wanted to have that as an offset for inflation. It has worked. Inflation has not gone up. The tariff fears and the fears that prices would rise dramatically due to tariffs has not occurred. And I know Trump still does want to see interest rates lowered, and the stubborn Fed has not done that yet. But at some point, Trump's going to either get his wish or abandon that. He's not going to want oil prices to stay down this low forever. With inflation seemingly under control, we might start to see oil production slow down and prices start to rise, which will definitely help with ethanol. I've indicated on market to market recently that we'll probably be able to see when Trump feels the low is in, when he starts to refill the strategic oil reserve. I think that'll be a good indication that Trump thinks that the low is in and wants to get oil at the lowest price before it shoots back up. As I talked about, favorable rains in the Midwest and the Upper Plains are going to apply a little bit of price pressure as we close out the week. As of right now, though, on the overnight, corn and wheat are holding pretty steady, but soybeans are giving back some of those gains. But again, 6 straight closes in the green for November soybeans. And even though we're down double digits there overnight, we'll see what the day brings. Quick look at the weather. Heavy rain expected in the Dakotas and Nebraska. Nebraska needs it most. If you look at a drought map, there's pockets in Nebraska that have been had the least amount of rain over the last 30 days, and definitely can use it. So definitely hopeful that this rain does come and definitely helps out in these places. In Ukraine, Ukraine continues to help in the Black Sea area, benefiting Russia as well. Brazil, they're going to be dry for the next 10 days. That is normal there this time of year, but it does add some crop stress. But their safrinha crop is still looking to be in pretty good shape. Just had their forecast raised by the USDA and by agencies down there. In China, the drought area shrunk by about 40% from recent rains, but they are set to have no rain in sight once again and warming temperatures. So their drought area will quickly re-expand if the current forecast holds up. And so it's pretty safe to say they're not out of the woods yet. A quick look at basis. Wanted to note wheat basis because we saw basis improved by 10 cents in 2 places, Evansville, Indiana, and Billings, Montana. So something to keep an eye on. Perhaps if you do have some wheat, I don't know if you'd want to be selling it right now at these prices, but if you absolutely had to, then we do see a little bit of improvement, at least in a couple places. And there's no doubt because our prices have been so low. And the main thing is we want to see demand pick up. And if this is a sign that demand is picking up, that would be a wonderful thing for wheat. Quick look at the overnight prices down across the board, albeit corn and wheat just narrowly. Beans giving back some of yesterday's gains, the past couple of days' gains. We'll see what the day brings. But comparing these prices to this time yesterday, corn is actually up about 4 cents and wheat is up about 9 cents. When Pat and I taped the grain gauntlet yesterday, one of the questions we answered was the low in for wheat? And Pat said yes, he believed it was yesterday, which now would be Tuesday. Right now, that's looking like a pretty good prediction. We'll see if it holds up. But wheat's up about 9 cents compared to where we were yesterday. That'll be all for today. That will also be it for this week. There won't be a market monitor tomorrow or Monday, as I will be off. I will be away from the office for a wedding. Hope everyone has a great end to their week. Hope prices can either hold here or rally. And we will talk to you again on Tuesday. Have a good day, everyone.